the light that leads the blind to see. Voice of the word, voice for the good, voice of the whole, voice of the need, voice of the word, TV.
VWTV, ang telebisyon nga may misyon.
Voice of the world, TV.
Maupay nga oras sa aton nga tanan mga brother knights, especially those who are watching in Western Visayas, Central Visayas, and in Eastern Visayas. Welcome to our show, Knights of Columbus Hour. Your brother Alvin Gonzalez, your State Press Relations Chairman, saying Viva Jesus. Welcome to our show. Brad Vic, your opening salvo please.
Salamat Brother Alvin. Maupay nga oras sa aton mga brother knights habang sa Visayas State Council. Ngan amon liwat pinaabot ang amon paghatag ng respeto ngadto aton mga state officers nga pinangungunahan ang aton talahuron mga Bishop Borongan, Bishop Crispin Barquis, the chaplain of the Visayas State Council, Worthy Brother Choprido Lagria, and Visayas State Deputy Brother Mrs. Locaniti, Visayas State Secretary, Brother Fiel Pedrosa, Visayas State Treasurer, at dumanliwat ang aton Visayas State Warden, the person of Sir Knight, Brother Knight, Rodante Dular, at dumanliwat ang aton State Advocate, Brother Odilon Mabutin of Calbayog. So man, of course, yours truly as the Visayas State Executive Secretary. Of course, ang opisinahan State Auditor is pagkayana is bakante. Ngan ito naman ang aton immediate past State Deputy, Brother Anthony Nazario. At the same time, itong Vice President for Kisipapi for Mindanao. Ngan aton liwat pinaabot ng aton mga directors all over Visayas, mga chairman all over Visayas, sugang man natin mga DMPC, mga EDMPC, mga district deputies, mga Grand Knight, council officers and members. Hayo tanan mga brothers, maupay nga oras, and welcome to the show, the Knights of Columbus Hour.
Thank you so much, Brad Vic, brother knights, and especially those who are watching, you might be wondering why you are using our uniform of the 4th degree. Just nagwa-warm up pala kami kasi yesterday we were able, Brad Vic, especially Brad Vic, was able to organize a new assembly in Balangiga, the parish of Saint Lawrence in Balangiga, and under the leadership of our district master, no other than Sir Knight Demetrio Di Maranan, who was also around, and we took charge of the exemplifications of the 4th degree, and at the same time they had installed the new sets of officers of I forgot the name of the
Captain Valeriano Abanador Assembly.
Captain Valeriano Abanador Assembly
of Balangiga.
Of Balangiga. I want to congratulate you, Brad, and especially Brad Demi, for this outstanding performance in creating a new assembly. Mahirap po ito, no? Medyo mahirap gampanan itong binigay na responsibilidad sa kanila, and they were able to recruit 51 new members of the assembly. So, 6 yata dito sa atin assembly, and
Sige, babasahin ko na lang mamaya.
sige, basahin mo na lang mamaya, okay, Brad. Well, anyway, to cut this story short, we're preparing for our Independence Day, and the Knights of Columbus was invited by no other than Miss Apurin, Marisa Apurin, the Tourism Operations Officers of the City of Borongan, LGU. Thank you so much, Ma'am Marisa, for inviting the 4th degree of the Knights of Columbus together with Ma'am Raquel Lacdao. Thank you so much. for reminding us and inviting us as well. Thank you so much. This is a yearly celebration wherein the Knights of Columbus has been consistently joining in the celebrations of the Philippine independence.
Actually, Brother Knights, mga brothers nga nakikita ng atong programa, ini nga mubuhatan buwas nga Philippine Independence Day. Usahin hit atong tinatawag nga patriotic degree of activities. Sa ini nga atong muruhatan para itong mga membro itong Knights of Columbus nga ada na itong tinatawag nga 4th degree or patriotic degree. Kay kung atong pahinumduman nga itong pinaka-role Knights of Columbus, once nga rin naabot na natin ang patriotic degree or 4th degree, ito aton isiserbihan ni serban ni amuan our country and our church.
Yes. Yes.
So amo ni nga ito Knights of Columbus isat atang ginaandaman liwat so gani nga appear kay of course usay pinaka-importante nga binubuhat hit aton order of Knights of Columbus.
Correct. That's correct, yeah, Brad Vic. Anyway, we will be discussing with them what is it all about. What is the Knights of Columbus of the 4th degree? We will tell you all about it. And then also may ipapaliwanag din namin kung ano yung mga honor guard, color guard at yung mga officers behind this 4th degree. Kung ano yung 4th degree? Why is there such a 4th degree in the Knights of Columbus?
Siguro ba alam antes kita komat to pag-explain kung ano itong history itong Knights of Columbus,
Yes.
para there, labi na itong patriotic degree. Siguro anay tatagan natin ang mga nagpartisipar, kulop, aton gimuhat nga 4th degree exemplification. Ang iba-iba nga lugar nga nagparticipate dito kaya kung aton mahinumduman ang nagpakita aton dito color core ang assemblyhan giwan
Yes.
we are very much thankful to Sir Knight Rogelio Olivelas
Yes.
nga hiya ang nag-responsable pag-invite ang aton color bearer, color guard. Of course, and ato naman team para 4th degree exemplification. Di kan liwat din Borongan na pinangunan, of course, adi aton pitpal navigator Brad Alvin Gonzales.
It's always my pleasure, Brad, to help.
Of course, ang ato naman mga participants, nga amon pinaka-importante hini, kay without them, waray siguro matatabong nga exemplification. So nalilipay kita nga iba-iba nga lugar ang nag-participate. Agon panihingaranan para at least mamati, mahibaro kamo kung tikan diin ang atong mga participants nga gimuhat natin nga 4th degree exemplification dito sa Balaniga. Nalilipay kami may nag-participar hini, upat hini, tikan Hakat Balugan. From Katbalugan. So, nalilipay kami, of course, sa aton pasalamatan ang aton worthy advocate, Sir Knight
Odel
Mabutin. Of course, ang aton dito worthy marshal, Hubins of Eclipse, nga nagpadara kamo nga dihin upat nga participant nga tikan dituhan iyo distrito.
Okay.
Ngan of course nalilipay liwat kita nga didihan district of Central District ng Borongan, Borongan may liwat kita igim padara, karog i-itemize lang nato ang Borongan ang cathedral mismo nagpadara kita na may nagparticipar ka usa in the person of Sir Knight Oscar Dolpo Jr. Ngan ang councilhan may pangdan under the leadership of Sir Knight Manuel Bagaindok. May liwat dito participant nga tulo liwat ang tikang na may pangdan. Tulo liwat ang 5 liwat ang tikang
Santa Maria
Sacred Heart of Jesus Kabung.
Kabung.
Oo, 5 nagpartisipar. Tulo ang Maslog. 35 naman ang tikang Balanhiga. Na inabot ini nga tanan hin 51 candidates for 4th degree or a patriotic degree. So ini nga tanan ating papasalamatan, of course hampaniguro una-una hini yours truly nga naging
instrumental.
naging instrumento kita para matuman ini. Nga atin na pinapasalamatan ang Grand Knight, aktibo Grand Knight ng Balanhiga. Kaya kung waray kita suportahin ni bisan pa ang paniguro ta di liwat ini ma-realize di matutuman
Under the
under the person of Sir Knight Marciano de la Dia.
Yes, and he was also installed as the
Yeah.
faithful navigator
Yeah.
of this new assembly. I just want to thank Brother Daladia kay hiyamat nag-asikaso aton mga pagkaon, yung venue, the church, and he was the one, and the brother knights of this council was the one who decorated and put all the paraphernalias in place at aton venue for exemplifications. Damo salamat for your preparations.
Again, brother Marciano de la Dia, ani nga naging mapalad kaya na, naging babuy-buenas kaya na kay from Grand Knight, from Grand Knight ani mo posisyon, naging faithful navigator ka
Yes.
Balanhiga Assembly,
Correct.
First time ka naging faithful navigator, ngan secondly ikaw gyap naging district deputy ang South District. So duha ani mo ang kinahat ni mga posisyon, kadagkong nga posisyon ngan maram ako nga kalipayan inihan councilhan Balanhiga, Kalipayan ini kay an aton Grand Knight na elevate nga din haro taas nga posisyon, at the same time hiya naging district deputy ang South District.
And I had observed as well, Brad, na Sir Knight de la Dia. Nung during his time as a Grand Knight, damo hir aktibidades. He has mentioned to me one by one it mga activities and programs that they had undertaken. Ang problema, ang sistema, di yan ginre-report. Sisirin ko it is worthless for all those programs that he had undertaken without reporting it. Sayang, sabi ko sa kanya. So,
dapat may mga award yun.
Oo, may award yun. So, I had personally instructed him what to do whenever they have such activities. Magkakaroon sila ng bagong Grand Knight ngayon. So, mag-e-election nila, and then for the councils as well.
Okay.
Hoping, I'm pretty sure that next Colombian year may adanera Colombian and Star Council Award.
Okay. Para mas maklaruhan na natin mga Brother Knights, labi natin mga Brother Knights natin nga nagkikita hini nga programa, ang Captain Valeriano Abanador kinokomposhin 5 nga council para makasabot kamo. Ang lilima council ang nakomposo han Captain Valeriano Abanador. Una hini ang council han Kinapundan, which is under process pa itong era
Application.
Kaduha ni ang Barangay Kotikot Council, of course sakop ini itong Heporlos. Ang ikatuloy ni amo ang Heporlos mismo, tao ng Heporlos. Ang nasunod ini amo ang Balanhiga proper.
Yeah.
Ngan dasli an sinusundan ini han Lawaan Maslug. So 5 ini nga dagkong council nga nakakomposo hini nga Captain Valeriano Abanador. Ngatan liwat tatagan hin recognition ang mga anaton mga color corps nga nag-attender ka kulob. Of course, antikan an assembly hagiwan nga pinangungunahan aton EDMPC Sir Knight Rogelio de Velas. Kinakuponer hini ang mga sunod mga Brother Knights. Ang color corps commander oray ba kundere ang faithful navigator hagiwan Sir Knight Christopher Abugadji. Ang color corps commander. Of course ang flag bearer, total ang flag bearer ni ang Philippine flag nakapot ni oray ba kundi Sir Knight Macario Yanez, District Deputy han B116 Kiwan. Ang nakaputahan assembly color waray ba kundi Sir Knight Artemio Duran of Giwan Assembly.
Okay.
Nakapot naman liwat han papal flag,
Yeah.
Sir Knight Leocadio Abaluyan of Giwan. Of course, anaton mga color guard. Anatong color guard tikan Assembly of Vicente Perez Borongan.
Yes.
Kinokomponer ni Sir Knight Felipe Ador.
Okay.
And Sir Knight Cantilan, first name Cantilan.
Ferdinand
Cantilan
Jr.
Oh,
Jr.
ani kaduha natin nga color guard Sir Knight Felipe Ador, Sir Knight Ferdinand Cantilan Jr. Of course,
Fernando ngayon, Brad. Fernando Cantilan Jr.
sorry, Brad.
Correction.
Correction. Fernando Cantilan Jr. Of course, ang nagserbi nga aton Inner Sentinel. Amo niya ang pinaka-style liwat dito, kaya naghatag report. Ang aton liwat aktibo nga ADMPC han South District, the person of Sir Knight Rogelio Odivelas. Ngan Brother Knights, para ma-kumplito ini nga atong gimbuhat nga exemplification ng 4th degree, ang aton Master of the 4th degree, Sir Knight Dimitrio Di Maranan, naghatag diyahin appointment. Kaya nga yung brother, itong mag-serving nga team, may lang appointment.
Itong exemplification team.
Oo, diri lang yan basta-basta maabutang kitahin mga
official.
Oo, kinalan official. Adiyan iya ginhimo sorry. For the God of the order, and by virtue of the authority vested in me as the Master of the 4th degree, it is my honor and privilege to appoint the following worthy Sir Knight to compose the District 9, Ferdinand Magellan Province, 4th degree exemplification team at the Diocese of Borongan, Eastern Samar, effective this date to wait. Sir Knight Victor de Lacdao, District Marshal. Sir Knight Alvin D. Gonzales, Historian.
Okay.
Sir Knight Manuel R. Bagaendo, Defender of Faith. Sir Knight Rinaldo Arcilio, Expounder of Constitution. Reverend Father Manuel D. Lunario, the chaplain at the same time the parish priest of Balanhiga. Sir Knight Carpio Bajado, Recorder. Sir Knight Vicente Villato, Narrator. Sir Knight Christopher Abugadji, Color Corps Commander. And Sir Knight Rogelio Odivelas, Inner Sentinel. Your term of office, as such, will be coterminous with the term of office of the undersigned, which is up to August 31, 2024. Medyo matagal pa, brother, ano?
Yes, brother.
Otherwise terminated sooner or later by the undersigned. Your outstanding performance in the service of the church as council and assembly officers manifest your strong sense of leadership, responsibility, and dedication to the cause of Colombianism and patriotism. Earn my respect, admiration, trust, and confidence, causing to your appointment. As such, you will perform your duties with supervision and guidance of the undersigned in close coordination with worthy District Marshal for the Diocese of Borongan, Sir Knight Victor Lacdao of Eastern Samar. Rest assured, in behalf of the 4th degree District 9, Ferdinand Magellan Province, of my full support in your endeavor in the fulfillment of this task for the good of the order. Please accept my heartfelt congratulations and extend my regard to each and everyone of you for opportunity, and I am looking forward in working with you harmoniously. Signed, Dimitrio Di Maranan, District Master.
Okay, thank you so much, Brad. Medyo naiintriga to dito sa pangalan ng Balangiga Assembly. Captain
Valeriano
Abanador. Do you have any knowledge about the background of this hero? I know he's a hero in Balangiga. Meda ka bigyan pahapyaw la ko who is this captain?
Para liwat ano medan natin gutay nga bird's eye view ano para
piya maramak damo nagpapakiana.
Maramak ko nga ito ini nga Balanhiga an unahin nga ngaran no para mahibar ko based on history ang kangaran ini Balanhiga Massacre. Actually an iyahin ngaran. Pero hapag ka na gin modify ini para diri naman orahin ka
Sarcastic.
sarcastic dating ano.
So, Balanhiga Encounter.
Again, bago na ini ano, Balanhiga Encounter. Every year ini gan celebrate sa aton province. Kay under man ini aton probinsya.
Yes.
So, babalikan ko ini nga Balanhiga assembly. Very famous ini kay supposedly this is the place of heroes.
Yes.
In the South District, ano?
Correct.
Para ta akong mga akon hebaro, mga brother knights, ano? Ta akong haliputan yung hebaro. Ini Captain Valeriano Abanador sa inhiya han nag-lead han war, han gera against the American. Ano kay famous ini nga istorya. Iko diha sa sayo na hitabo ini nga pag-lead han natin ini nga aton niya na hero o captain Valeriano Abanador tungod han mga so damo nga abuses han mga Americans against han Filipinos. So natabo ini nga nag-rise up against siya han mga very powerful army han US.
Okay.
Nga first time la siguro in history the province of Samar nga an American forces was
Dahan-dahan tayo dyan. Brad, to cut the story short, ano?
Okay.
So, meaning to say that Captain Abanador and our national hero Borongan, no other than Eugenio Daza, fought together hand in hand with the Americans. Oh, that's
Of course, ang pagplano, sir, diri la pamati hakon nga may in my side ano. Diri la dahiya ang nag-uusap para plano ini damot hero supported na naton mga high ranking officers ang mga during the time.
Okay.
So tubla to nila at akong bagay limitary mo parang
medyo to cut it short.
Okay.
Baka maano kita.
Okay, amulad to ano ang gusto ay nga istorya kay pinakailangan sa Brad Alvin.
You had mentioned brother.
Okay.
You had mentioned about Vicente P. Reyes Assembly earlier na. Ngayon, gusto ko rin din i-explain sa kanila that this assembly is in Borongan City, comprising of the councils of San Julian, Maypangan, Sabang South, Santa Maria, Cabung, Barangay Bato Councils, and Lalawigan. Okay? So, Brother Knights, the reason why Bishop Vicente P. Reyes Assembly was named under this bishop is because upon the recommendations of Bishop Crispin Marquez.
Okay.
Now, he was the first bishop of the Diocese of Borongan. Kaya ipinangalan sa kanya. So, ganon ang history nun. I was the one who made the biography. I made research about Vicente P. Reyes. Ano pala yan? He's from Nueva Ecija and Ilocano speaking. He's an Ilocano, and then I was able to research his autobiography, and yun ang ipinasa ko sa Amerika through the approval of Bishop Crispin Marquez. Okay, so
mga brother na ano, pagdugtong liwat ano, mabuburan ka mo kung kay ano, nga parang siring pa ni Brad Alvin, na-mention din ni Bishop Vicente P. Reyes Assembly. So para kung aton paghunaw na ano, kung kay ano, very famous ito nga ni Brother Alvin, kay hapag kay nahiyaman people navigator, ang team nga mga komponer o maghahatagan han giya dito sa Balanhiga nagtitikang sa Borongan.
Yes.
Of course kay pagka ang Balanhiga walay pa manira pag umanhira ano. So it is now the discretion han district marshal of course through me with the approval naton master of the fourth degree. So sharing pa ni master Rodvick kung hay niton baga mas nakikita nimo nga magiging maupay nga magiya dito pag-exemplify so adahay mo pag-decide kung hay ka kukuha hintim no kung giwan kung Borongan kat Balogan bisan din kung hay nito mo may ka pleasure pero siyempre ako may kita din assembly so ani ako kukuha natin team ngan brother Knights para liwat hayo baruan ito aton team was nga naging kaparate kahit nila nga team ini nga inline kahit mga insusunod ng mga rise up in harotas ka posisyon. Brother Alvin.
Yes.
Maraming sa Brother Alvin.
But yung mga nagkikita, perhaps they might be asking, ano ba yung fourth degree na yan? Ano ba yung patriotic degree na yan? Now, we are going to discuss with you the history muna. No? It's the history of the Knights of Columbus was founded by Father McGivney now. He is Blessed Michael G. McGivney on March 29, 1882. was originally chartered by the state of Connecticut as the Knights of Columbus of New Haven, and its purpose was to provide mutual aid and assistance to its members and their families. In 1889, a legislative amendment to the charter authorized to present the name Knights of Columbus. Brad?
Originally, the order had only 3 degrees, exemplifying the principle of charity.
Which is the first degree?
This is the first degree, yeah, right.
Admission degree.
Okay. Second is unity.
Which is the formation degree, the second degree.
And thirdly is the fraternity, which is the highest degree so far.
Correct. Okay.
As the membership grow, the scope and purpose of the organization increased and became more diversified, complying with the wishes of the membership. The Supreme Board of Directors approved the 4th degree in 1900 on February 22 at that year.
Which was the birthday of George Washington.
At that year, it was the birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States.
Correct, yes.
The first exemplification of the 4th degree was held in New York City.
Okay, Brad, what is the purpose?
Okay, the purpose. The primary purpose of the 4th degree Knights of the Columbus is to inculcate the love of country, embrace the duties of citizenship. Its motto is patriotism.
Okay, maliwanag, ano? Patriotism.
Patriotism, enlightened and informed by religion.
So the rank and organization. While the 4th degree is the honorary degree of the order, a member must maintain his council membership in good standing in order to retain his 4th degree membership. Okay, maliwanag dyan mga brother Nice, ha?
Siguro pwede natin
elaborate mo, brother. Expand mo.
Mga brother Nice, ano kung namagkikit na mamati ka mo hindi nga magibabasa para mas maklaro maintindihan niyo. Nasa rin, babasata. While the 4th degree is the honorary degree of the order, a member must maintain his council membership in good standing in order to retain his 4th degree membership.
So, what does it mean as in good standing membership in the council?
Okay, brother Nice, klarado ini, una, kinahanglan ikaw nga miyembro ka, kailangan ikaw nga miyembro ka, diri ka inactivity mong council.
Absenus.
Diri ka na-attender ka sa mga activities, nasingba ka, na of course, nahatag kat imo man Diyos. Nga damot nga mga buruhatan nila, nga pero may aadat imo ngaran. Otherwise, kung diri mo hindi matuman, kati mo karagdi mo mag-participate dito 4th degree, diri ka tutuyangan.
Correct.
Kung kinanglan nga, dito ka mo mother council, magtitigang, antes ka kumalit 4th degree, ito na imo patriotic degree. Kaya tibo ka dito, kaya once nga inactive ka mo council, diri ka ma-acceptar o masurta lang mata.
Okay. To cut it short, Brad,
okay.
Once that your membership in the council has been severed o hindi ka nagbabayad, hindi ka nag-a-attend, hindi ka nag-join sa mga activities or whatever, automatically sa 4th degree you will be dropped.
Yeah.
Hindi your membership in the 4th degree will be suspended as well, not until that you had been active in the council. Ganun po 'yon. Ganun kasimple.
Klaro mga brother Nice, okay. Kita ka mo. So amo at ang karagsidngon ang rank.
Okay, Brad, the 3rd degree?
The 3rd degree, through its elected officers on the Supreme and State Council level, is the governing body of the order, which is the Supreme Board of Directors, the highest authority. The board appoints the Supreme Master and the Vice Supreme Master of the 4th degree. A Vice Supreme Master presides over a province which consists of a number of districts. The Supreme Master appoints the Master of District who supervises the assemblies in its jurisdiction. The assemblies in turn are composed of members of one or more council in assembly area. Tama na.
Ganito yung explanation mo kanina, Brad.
Yun na yun.
Binasa
ko, di ba? 5-5.
An ating Supreme Master for the Magellan, Ferdinand Magellan is no other than Sir Knight Anthony Nazario.
Yeah.
And ating District Master is no other than Sir Knight Demetrio Dimaranan. And then you are the District Marshal of the Diocese of Borongan or the Province of Eastern Samar. So,
okay mga ba, atong pa i-expand pa natin ano.
Sige, Brad.
Mga brother Knights, ano, para maintindihan natin ano.
Excuse me, Brad. Ang the record show si Brad Stoddard pa ang Supreme Master of the Fourth Degree. Pero yan na, Brad, may I tried to research him. Hindi ko makita sa Google. So I'm sorry that we could not name the new Master of the Fourth Degree, Supreme Master of the Fourth Degree right now.
Okay. So mga brother na ano, amo na gini-explicar din para iyuliwat hibaruan ano nga iton order ni diri lang natin kang hiton Master of the Fourth Degree kundi may natitikang pa iton Supreme Master ano nga sinusundan hiton kada lugar ano sa Pilipinas ano itatan din siya tawag by Supreme Master amo iton Sir Knight Anthony Nazario. Of course, Anthony Nazario mahatagan order gadahan Master of the Fourth Degree Sir Knight Demetrio Dimaranan para hanbruhat ng bugos nga sonta Eastern Visayas no hiyaman ang Master of the Fourth Degree. And ato naman Master of the Fourth Degree may da niya right hand o tinapuran nga masyan magmamando di lower side hangaran nito tatawag natin nga by District Marshal. Of course, yours truly, ano, District Marshal. Ngan as District Marshal, ang ginmamangnuan ko ang nga tanan nga assembly within that diocese or province. Halimbawa, Borongan, the diocese of Borongan, may nakita hapag kaya na uunong mga assembly. So, that is, ako nito look out as District Marshal. Panginaanohin ni hindi nga mga iba-ibang mga assembly. Ano ini nga pinanginano ko? Una, ang concern na exemplification ng Fourth Degree, no? Installation ng Fourth Degree. Ani katulo amuan organizing new assembly. And other related matters.
Yes.
So it is now my ako nitong responsibilidad para supervise ini nga tanan nga
Ito, para mas maliwanag sa kanila, Brad, ano?
Sige.
The only real source of new members that your assembly can draw from is from the local councils. So that's what I've been doing. That is why it is imperative that your assembly is visible to those prospect Sir Knights in your area. One way to make your assembly more visible is to appoint a patriotic degree liaison. Ito po yun, this is Brad Vic. Yan, patriotic degree liaison is a go-between between the district master and the district marshal. Siya po yun. As a representative within its local council assigned to the assembly. Yun po ang papel ni Brad Vic ngayon, ano? As a marshal. The liaison can answer or the marshal can answer any question they may have during a meeting and encourage third-degree members to join the patriotic degree. Membership.
Okay. Application for membership in the fourth degree may be made to any assembly provided the applicant is over 18 years of age, no, mga brother Knights, a citizen of this country in which he reside, a third-degree member in good standing.
Maliwanag yan, ha? In good standing.
And who was initiated in the admission first degree prior to his exemplification of the fourth degree. So, kailangan, Brad, okay.
Alam mo, Brad, whenever you file, you apply or fill up an application form, magsasign din dyan yung faithful navigator.
Okay.
Now, malalaman niyo if you are good in standing or not during the third degree. So, be careful, Brother Knights, ano, before joining the
At saka
degree.
dyan sa form 4 na yan, yung application form na yan, kailangan i-set mo rin kung kailan ka nag-first degree.
Yes, okay, yes.
Importante pa hibaroon ka kung kano ka ma-exemplify na yung first degree. Ano? Bubutan mo bago ka makarawat din at atong.
Ito, lagi namin sinasabi ito that the applicant should be a practical Catholic in union with the Holy See, being a first degree. The exemplification fee is set annually by the Board of Directors and includes a lapel pin, social badge, and 1 ticket to the exemplification banquet. Etong banquet na ito is yung pagkain. Members of the clergy are exempted from payment and initiation fees and assembly dues. Now, Brad Anthony Nazario, ikaw na lang kaya Brad sumagot dyan. Si Brad Anthony Nazario, our Vice Supreme Master, has set the prices, pero ano po yan, confidential po yan. And even the Master of the Fourth Degree has set an amount for every night that could join the Fourth Degree. Okay? So, hindi po namin sasabihin kung magkano kasi confidential po.
Mga brother nice, pag-explicar brother, ini nga, kung may naman kita tinatawag na mga registration fee, diri ta kamoy tagdi-decide ini nga decision ti kan igbaw warat nam kalabutan kay may natin na mga applicant nga nasa nga sugar ang kamahal no diri kita kay mo it balaod itong balaod asunod la kita so ini nga amount nga nakabutang dida compare ito actual nga ibabayaran ti kan igbaw nga impalugso nga diha aton. So I hope mga brother nice maintindihan ninyo kaya ada tayo sering pa
it's reasonable Brad because the amount you're being paid during the registration is the baldric pin and then certificates plus yung pagkain. Okay,
tama malaman eksakto lang nga ni Brad.
Okay, Brad, go ahead.
Or former member whose membership was terminated for failure to pay dues or by withdrawal card if he has been readmitted to good standing his counsel, and if he was a third degree member for a period of more than 6 months prior to his loss of good standing in his counsel.
Okay, so ganito yan
Sige.
Kunwari, you had been suspended or you had never been attending, hindi ka in good standing. So, nagbit kay sumat, you were able to pay your dues, you were able to attend again meetings, you are recognized by your counsel. However, maghuhulat kahit 6 months bago ka pwedeng mag-join ng fourth degree.
Admitting
o obserbahan ka muna ng 6 months. Ganun po yun.
Kung interesado ka, baka gusto mo lang maging fourth degree ka, tapos absent ka na naman.
Ito ang matindi, Brad. Babasahin ba natin itong official dress? Okay lang sa'yo?
Brad.
So, the official designated fourth degree member regalia or the dress is set forth by the laws of the fourth degree, Article 11, Official Dress and Regalia, Section 38 and 40. It is as follows: navy blue blazer. Ito po yung blazer, the fourth degree, with the emblem, crest of the Knights of Columbus, emblem of the order. Tapos itong mga buttons po, meron din po dyan emblem na Knights of Columbus. Okay? So, the official fourth degree gray trousers, which is the pants, may gray po ang kulay niyan, and official fourth degree necktie. Official po to, meron din logo ng mga fourth degree. Official fourth degree black beret, which is we are wearing now with Brad Bick. You could notice that with the metal buds, you could notice that busag kita kon metal buds.
Aspect for navigator.
The plain white dress shirt dito sa loob, we will explain that to you later about the colors, And then yung white, ito sa loob, shirt with button cuff, pero no French cuff walang cuff dito, button lang. And no button down collar shirt. Yung dito may mga buttons dito sa collar, bawal po yun. That's not the official specifications. Plain black trousers belt. We're wearing black belt. Plain black socks. We're wearing black socks. Plain black shoes. And then fourth degree label pin. Ito po yun. Meron po akong label pin na fourth degree. Okay?
Pare-pare kami.
So, eto na-announce na natin to about officers. Ang nakalagay pa dito si Sir Knight Dennis Stoddard, pero hindi na siya, the Supreme Master of the Fourth Degree, and then Sir Knight Anthony Nazario is the Vice Supreme Master of the Fourth Degree of Ferdinand Magellan Province, and a former State Deputy of the jurisdiction. And then Sir Knight Demetrio Di Maranan, the District Master of District 9, Eastern Visayas. Sir Knight Victor Lacdao, the District Master, Diocese of Borongan, or the Province of Eastern Samar. And yours truly, Alvin Gonzalez, the faithful navigator, Bishop Vicente P. Reyes, Assembly 3525 of Borongan City. Color core. Ito, Brad, importante ito para malaman nila. So, go ahead, Brad.
The Knights of Columbus Color Corps official regalia, dressed in the same as the official regalia dress of the member, with the addition of the following. Service baldric.
Wala kami nun.
Wala kayo punta rin sila.
Kasi hindi ka naman kami color ko eh.
Wala kayo mag-service. Pero may that now, no?
Meron kami.
Together with sword, may nakita sword. Worn over blazer. Ito nga blazer, ano? From the right shoulder to the left. When a sword is not permitted for any reason, the service baldric shall be worn nevertheless.
Okay, yeah.
May doon sa kalayan, ano? Kung nagamit ka sword, ito na mo service baldric, hagawas. Pero kung waray ka sword, ito mo service baldric, inner, ato sa load. Doon at kapatani yun. Balalben?
Yes, Brad. Waray kita white gloves. Kaya diri man kita, color yan na.
Adi man kita TV.
TV show.
So, with gloves.
White gloves.
Katema, color bearer, wear color bearer, harness.
Yung pang ano ng
binabutang flag. And the service baldric with no sword. Ito, color bearer, dili ka tagdadarahan sword kay makakaulang. Makakaulang ito. Honor guard.
Yan.
One of the most important functions of the fourth degree is the providing guard of honor at mass. That's yung ba, no? Week. In a week, in time of funeral, dedication, and many other civic or patriotic function. In full uniform, the Knights of Columbus are always recognized in any public appearances. The Sir Knights add dignity and pride of church and country to any event. By the public demonstration, their loyalties bring credit to themselves and to the Knights of Columbus.
Eto, Brad, I just want to clarify things, that may wakes or may mga funeral na kinahanglan it aton honor guards. Karuyig lo namin i-explain, expound that meda kami balaod, especially in our assembly, those brother knights, kasi meda kami gimbabay din na Jews brothers, Jews and meetings. So once that this brother knight of the fourth degree doesn't attend meeting, doesn't pay dues, of course hindi po namin siya bibigyan ng funeral honor. Not unless na there are demands from the brother knights, mismong brother knights within this assembly request na tatagan natin hiya in honor. Like our state deputy, Brad Chufrido Lagria, whenever he requests, bigyan natin ng honor tong kapatid natin ito na namatay because he was a former Grand Knight and a former district deputy. Yun, hindi kami makakahindi kasi order yan ng nakakataas sa amin. Pero, for short, kasi marami nagtatampo na hindi namin binibigyan ng parang honor yung patay nila dahil nga sa ganon dahilan na hindi naman siya active. So, maliwanag po yan, na nasa bylaws po namin yan.
Okay. Mga brother na, sa pagdugang laliwat, siguro, kung aktibo ka mo, makakadir ka mo at meeting, may kita pala na sinusunod pag hataghin tinatawag ng week, pag hataghin honor, ating mga brother knights nga na nawawara na, So, di rin lang kita basta-basta makakapag hataghin honor, ito ng ating mga brothers nga nawawara na. Una, at least, kailangan 4th degree member ka, in good standing. Or third, or a grand knight ka, in good standing. Kasi yung mga grand knight, dapat, grand knight ka, may dani mo maupay nga record,
Yes.
Di rin lang, grand knight, previous grand knight ka, pero for so many long years, wala ka nakita, pagkatapos, pagkabutan sa panahon, ma-request ka para sugarin ito. No, brad. Kaya una-una, once nga, una-una nagpapasabot kini para ito, para tatag honor. Una-una mapapasasabot ni Faithful Navigator, Faithful Navigator, ipahibabaroon. Of course, Faithful Navigator, mag-i-informar ka na itong martial, ngan ini nga ipahibabaro sa martial ganto itong master portable con qualified ini nga tao taganin Paul honor service.
Correct.
Dili lang kita basta pa without the knowledge na master portable degree.
And besides that point, Brad, we had made already a discussion and affirmation that in order for the fourth degree, especially in our assembly, that the family of the dead brother should make a request to the Knights of Columbus, mama-serbisyo kita ito. Kasi may nangyari na po noon na masama, hindi na namin i-elaborate.
Experience ko na yan.
Experience namin yan. Kami pa ang masama.
Ikatatagin mo rahat pa. Ngayon, sa pa, brother Alvin, karang ko lang emphasize, itatang kunta mga Sir Knights, mga 4th degree, marama ko nga, especially din itong Vicente Perez Assembly, damot aton din mga 4th degree. Pero, aton ta karoya nga, at least kami man kita balao do susunod. Una kita balao di da, once nga you reach the title 4th degree, dapat mag-complete ka ng uniform. Beda ka na uniform na. Dire lang nga. Kasi itira rason amo nini. No, it must not be the reason. Kaya una once nga mag-interest ka pag join Knights of Columbus,
you must be prepared.
Preparado ka. Labi na 4th degree kay kuna ini, At least maram ka na amot responsibility nga imo susudlon. Kaya dapat kunta nga tanan kita diri la pipirala kay hapag kaya nga ni para mas mahibaro ka mo itong nga tanan itong assembly members Diocese of Borongan pagkaya siguro more than 100.
Yes.
Pero itong sad to say nga pipirala itong 4th degree nga may nakita official uniform nga ayaw kinikita din sa Borongan.
Okay.
So, we are very much sorry kung at mga brother na kadiri kung na cooperar hindi rin nasunod itong order tekang
This was the consensus of the Knights of Columbus. Balao dito mga brothers, sana hindi sumama ang loob sa mga hindi namin nabibigyan ng honor, especially to our dead brother who has gone.
Fallen brothers.
Fallen brothers who's gone earlier than us. Brad, let us go to the colors of the 4th degree. Ito yung sinabi ko kanina, the colors of this beret specifies the position of the one wearing the beret. So dark blue color, yung dito sa metal color na logo is the Supreme Master or a former Supreme Master. The powder blue is the Vice Supreme Master or former Vice Supreme Master. And then the gold, which is worn by our District Master Demi Dimaranan, that is former Master and Master, yung sila pang gumagamit ng color gold. White, ito po nakikita nyo, a faithful navigator or former faithful navigator.
Green sa akin. Sorry.
Green.
Sorry mga
But it's okay, Brad. It's okay. Green is the District
ako.
Master, and then purple is the Honor Guard Commander,
and
red is the Honor Guard. Okay, so ganun po kung may nakikita kayong mga kulay, meron po ibig sabihin may designation po yan na designation na rank kung ano yung position na hinahawakan nila. Okay. So Brad, I think our time is up. Mabilis ang oras. Although hindi pa kami tapos dito sa 4th degree. Well, anyway, Happy Independence Day na lang sa ating lahat, sa ating kasaranlan. We will be celebrating it. We will be there. Actually, we were invited by the...
Can you remind our brother
Yes, we want to remind our brother Knights, especially Bishop Vicente Perez, that tomorrow at 6 a.m. We have to meet at the stage of the Capito Cultural Stage at 6 a.m. in preparation for the celebration of the Philippine Independence Day, as we have been invited by the LGU of Borongan City. Thank you, Ma'am Marisa Apurin.
So again, reminder sa mga brother knights, labi na ito natin mga brother knights nga may the uniform, as early as 6 o'clock in the morning,
formation time.
Dapat ada na kita taton formation para diri kita malate na kakadahin mga late na kay there were
makarawod pag malate kita.
Nakakada kita nga late na ada ka formation na. So kung mahihimula dapat maging advance na kita. It's better to advance rather than late.
Yes, correct. Tama yan, Brad. So your parting words na lang, Brad.
Okay.
Wala na tayong oras.
Mga brother knights, mga sir knights, o mga aton mga brother all over Visayas, nasa rin kami iyo. Thank you for watching. Salamat tayo pagkinita na. Nga maram kami nga may dali yung tutunan hiningamon niya na iging pasamwag ng adlaw. Hayo tayo mga brother knights, nasa rin kami iyo. Thank you for watching our show.
Okay, brother knights, we will be showing you a video clip about masculinity. Into the Breach, it is about masculinity. Maganda ito, you will learn something about it. And Maraming salamat for watching us, and then I just want to greet everybody. Please, let's pray for one another so that peace, love, and kindness will reign in our hearts. Let us pray for Bishop Crispin Barquez, our State Deputy Chofrido Lagrea, and our coming State Deputy Judge Odelon Mabutin. And also, we let us pray for all the priests and religious people so that God will always guide them. This is your brother Alvin Gonzalez, your State Press Relations Chairman, saying Viva Jesus. See you next week. Take care, guys, and happy Independence Day.
One in 3 Catholic men that have been baptized have left the faith. Imagine you're in a battle and 1/3 of the soldiers go AWOL. There is a serious man crisis.
We want to be a hero. We want to fight for someone, for somebody, for a cause.
Authentic masculinity is living for excellence. Ideally, this is living virtue.
I would define authentic masculinity 2 ways. One is in the image of Christ crucified. That is masculinity. Second is the embracing of responsibility and not running from it. That is what it means to be masculine, is to embrace it and do your absolute best to live it to its highest purpose.
To meet the needs of others oftentimes means saying no to self. And that's what separates the men from the boys.
Boys think about themselves, and men think about others. Ephesians 5, it says, "Husbands, love your wives like Christ loved the church." Male spirituality is this call to lay down our lives for our bride. For married men, of course, that's for your wife and children. For priests, it's the same thing. I'm called to lay down my life for my bride, the church, and all of my spiritual children.
I think when we don't believe in God, then all of a sudden, why live above our base self? Women aren't calling men to be better. So for millennia, the woman call you to be faithful. She would call you to be committed. She'd call you to be open to being a father and to being a good husband. And without that call, we're not being called to be better. We lack good men to follow. We live in a fatherless generation.
Equality does not mean sameness. All those things, that search for equality is something very good, but not to the diminishment of the unique attributes of women. And so women have these incredible gifts, and when they're nourished, they can flourish.
This is something we have to understand as Catholic Christian men right now, is the disconnect that our culture is trying to make between the unity of our body and soul. God himself took on a body and joined himself fully to our human nature in a human body. So the first thing we have to do is reclaim that reality and say, no, the body and it alone makes visible what is invisible. The body reveals the person.
We have images of the strong man from antiquity conquering other peoples. Contrast that with the Christian tradition, where God becomes a baby, a helpless child. He is protected, guided, fostered by Saint Joseph. It's an integrated masculinity that finds its expression in care, in service, in defense, in loyalty, in guiding and protecting.
I love Saint Joseph. His model speaks volumes because he doesn't say anything. I would much rather watch a man and see his actions, because that's going to tell me who he is. And he was the one who trained the Savior in living, in being a man.
Christian masculinity is always going to take as its most basic point of reference the mystery of Jesus Christ, who gave himself unto death. He's making that gift as the perfect man, but he's also making that gift to the church. He's also showing us what it means to be father, husband, and he's showing us the kind of love that God has for us, a love that seeks communion, a love that seeks and serves the good of the other in a fruitful union.
Grew up in a very strong Catholic family. My father was a deacon since I was age 6. My father was a wonderful man, tremendously busy. There was a lack of direct fatherhood during that time. There's a lot of peer-on-peer education. And for me, I was too easily influenced by it. I did have the question, what does it mean to be a man? And I tried several experiments as a college athlete, trying to live male-female relationships in a typical knucklehead college athlete way. And the question, what does it mean to be a man, did not have a super clear answer. And then I met my wife at the Newman Center at ASU. I saw her across the chapel, and she was an extraordinary minister of the Eucharist. Just looking at her smile, I felt the pure love of God. Meeting her focused my life on becoming the kind of man that was worthy of building a life with her. All of a sudden, I was encountering better friends. All of a sudden, a priest came into my life who got a group of us together as men and started teaching us how to pray. Those experiences came together to move me and to make me open to the instruction on what it means to be a man. Authentic masculinity would be a man integrating all of his God-given powers to become someone who brings life, someone that lays down his life for others, someone that becomes a provider for others, and someone that is, in the spiritual realm, an important leader. One of the prayers I pray is I drive up into the parking lot. I just say, self-empty, self-empty. Lord, help me to be empty of what I'm carrying right now so that I have room for my family.
I think you see it every day, kind of in the culture, trying to make us the same. And yes, equal in dignity, of course we are, but different. God made us male and female, and that we are a complement to each other. And when you bring those two forces together, then there's no stopping us. But we have different strengths, we have different gifts, and we are called to use them in different ways in our family. And when my husband is leading in that place where their souls can really develop, then there's just this beauty in the family. And that's when he's most himself and most manly.
In a dance between two really talented dance partners, it's not super apparent who's leading.
Right.
But if the man doesn't lead, there's no dance. Right? And that's kind of where society is. There's no dance. We want this question answered in our lives. What does it mean to be a man? And real relationships will lead us to the answer to that question. And that means you got to put your phones away. That means you got to put the screens away. God will put all the people in your life that you need. Seek the question to be answered and become a man.
The Christian faith has been watered down to make us think that love is allowing anyone to do whatever they want. We need to recognize that that's not what Jesus did. That's not what discipleship is about. We have to be willing to stand up, to bear responsibility, to proclaim truth, but to do it in love. And I think we take that and we think that Christianity is weak. But when we look at what Jesus did, they strike him in the face. He stands up, confronts the man face to face, stares him in the eyes, and says, "Why did you hit me?"
A man is defined by the ability to act. The opposite of manhood in the Catholic tradition is effeminacy. And what is effeminacy? It doesn't mean to act like a woman. It has nothing to do with being feminine. There's a genuine virtue to femininity. And effeminacy is not being feminine. It's a softness of the will where I become habituated to wanting to be entertained and to be basically more and more passive. We've taken the masculine, fatherly, paternal images of love out of the equation, and we have only half the vision of what authentic love is. And we end up with a soft Christianity.
Our masculine nature means something because it's for something. And the fact is that God wanted that reality to be so obvious that he stamped it into our bodies. You see that God wrote into our physiology that calling, that end, that purpose. And then we ask ourselves, well, then what's the fullest and most integrated expression of that reality?
Authentic masculinity is found in fatherhood, right? Like fatherhood is the end of masculinity. And so within that context, then masculine love takes the form of being a protector, being a provider.
We still need to be providers and protectors of our families because it might not be a physical enemy. It might not be a soldier or a burglar who's trying to break into our homes, but it might be the internet. We are called as men to protect our family.
We have to attack Satan. We don't sit back and just try to ward him off, but we go forward with our faith. We put on the armor of God and every single day try to slay that dragon.
You hear terms like domestic church or to be provider, protector, spiritual leader. It can be a little intimidating. The temptation can happen and can come which says, I'm not like qualified. I'm not one of those super Catholic guys or one of those strongly spiritual men. And that's definitely not of the Lord. Every man is called to face that demon there, that intimidation demon or that lie head on. And to say, Lord, have you made me for mediocrity? Have you made me for nothing, no big deal? Or have you made me to bring greatness into the world?
First thing I would say to a guy that thinks this is too big for him is it's not. Like, you're made for this. You are made for greatness. You're not God, and don't think of yourself as God, but you are made in His image, and you are made in the image of the Father in a particular way. So you are made for this fight. You are made for this battle.
Ito ang nabulson, dako nga kasalanan. Pagpatay ito hintaw. May ada mga tao nga nagbubuhat hini